Here's part 3 to the Axeman of New Orleans. On March 16th of 1919, just a few days later, the New Orleans Times published a letter that they claimed they received from the Axeman of New Orleans. I'm not going to read the whole thing, just a few parts, but he said, "They have never caught me and they never will. In my infinite mercy, I'm going to make a little proposition to the people. Here it is. I'm very fond of jazz music, and I swear by all the devils in the nether regions that every person shall be spared in whose house a jazz band is in full swing at the time I have just mentioned." That was at 12:15. So he was saying that he was going to be walking through New Orleans, and anyone who was not playing jazz music would be his next victim. Obviously, panic ensued, and everyone would play jazz music that night. And true to his word, nobody was killed that night. And that really seems to be the end of the spree that the Axeman was having at the time. There are several theories as to what exactly happened. Police did question everyone, basically. They would question everyone that they thought might have any ties to them, and even some of the victims themselves were considered suspects at one point. But there was never enough evidence to charge anyone with any crimes. A jazz musician named Joseph John Davila, I probably said his name wrong, but he after all of this happened, he came out with a song called The Axeman of New Orleans, or The Axeman's Jazz, Please Don't Scare Me. And this song became wildly popular. And some people believe that he wrote the letter to the newspaper to make his song more popular. Some people also believe that this letter was written as a joke and it was just something cruel that someone came up with. But either way, this entire case has been unsolved this entire time. Oh, I forgot to mention, there are also some theories that the mob was involved in this. Some people think that the mob was trying to coerce these grocers because a lot of the victims were grocers and the mob was trying to coerce them, and some of them would not agree to what the mob was asking them to do. So this guy took care of them. Joseph Mumfree was also a suspect for a long time, and some people still believe that it was him. In 1907, he was arrested for trying to bomb an Italian grocery store, and he spent time in prison from 1911 to 1918, right before the Axemen started attacking. But this case has gone completely cold. But what are your thoughts on it? Let me know down in the comments and follow for more true crime.